Hi, I'm Caleb, project manager with Veritas. One of the things that makes us different from most remodelers is the level of organization and transparency we give our clients. Remodeling can already feel overwhelming, and one of the biggest complaints homeowners have about contractors is poor communication and being left in the dark. That's why we use a professional project management system called JobTread. It's your personal client dashboard and gives you a clear window into your project every step of the way. You'll see schedules, budgets, updates, photos, and even receipts all in one place. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick tour of what you'll have access to when you work with Veritas, so you can see for yourself how this system helps keep your project clear, organized, and stress-free. So as the client, using your JobTread access link, you're going to be able to get to this dashboard. Here, you're going to have a bunch of different options at this top bit that we'll talk about. But on this dashboard, you'll be able to see a high-level summary view of your budget. You'll see the contacts in this bottom left. And then in the middle, you'll just see any new activity. Right here, you can see a daily log of the plumbers came early today, and a new French door was ordered, and then any other kind of messages that have been recent. So if we go over to the schedule part, you're gonna have a few different options for how you wanna view it. We recommend that you use the Gantt chart view. This is gonna be one of the best organization views for you. And this is also what I'm gonna be using to build it. So using this schedule, we can go all the way up to our development section. Right here, you can see in this top left corner, we have project development group and all the different stuff we had done. We engaged an engineer, we had as-built scans, we drew the plans, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll show you a little bit of where we are now. You can see right now that everything in green is complete. We can move to where we are now, which is in October. Right here, about half and half, you can see that last week we did a lot of framing. We had a flooring walkthrough. We did rough and electrical. And then we have a few different items coming up as well. On the schedule, you can see that there are a few different things that are contingent on another. So you can see that this framing is contingent, or this framing inspection is contingent on the framing. So there's going to be a lot of changes, but I, as the project manager, look at the schedule every day that I'm working on the job. So any updates you'll have within 1 to 2 days, so you'll always have an updated schedule. As a client, you also have a budget view. So we'll go to that tab right here. And here you're going to be able to see an itemized list of all the stuff that we're doing right here in project development. You can see all of the different costs right here, job signage, engineering plans, anything like that. If we go down to the active construction, this is going to be any of the construction costs that we are working through. You can see right here, for example, flooring. We did some flooring refinish. We added some laminate. And if you scroll over to the right, you can see all of the bills right here. If we click bills, you can see, keep clicking and see all of the exact costs, all the companies that were used. Right here, you can see that we took back some Home Depot flooring. So we had a credit there, and we took that off the price. And then instead of that, we put down some hardwood flooring in this specific instance. Right here, you can see the kitchen remodel section. And if we go to the right, you can see kind of a more specific view of kind of how all of these things are adding up for your project. So if we close these different groups, you'll be able to see how much is collected, how much has been invoiced, what the projected price is, what the approved price is, which this is going to be directly correlated to the document that you sign before we start construction. This budget section is important for us to be able to give to clients. It's important to us that our clients are able to trust us and know that we're not hiding anything. Every single expense, every single refund, every single thing that's charged too much, every single minute of project development time that I use is all going to be here. And our client is going to be able to daily track all of the different stuff. And that's just a big level of transparency and honesty that we want, because that builds trust between us and our clients. One of the most important parts of JobTread is going to be the communication that we do through it. We use JobTread as the main source of communication. In this dashboard area, you're going to be able to see any new activity. This is going to include daily logs, specific messages to clients. Right here, you can see a daily log as well with pictures. That's the end of the day daily log, but you can also access these things separately up here. So we have daily logs and we have messages here. We're going to click the daily logs if you want to see what's happened day to day. At the end of day, and sometimes at the beginning of the day, I'm going to be posting daily logs on your project. Even this morning, a small one, the plumbers came early. We got a new door ordered. This is going to be an end of the day one. This is on Friday, so it's also really important to us to have a lot of pictures before the weekend when there's no work being done, so we can make sure that everything is clean, everything's ready. So this is some exterior views. Let me show you. I'm going to show you everything that was done that day, so we can see some electrical work that was done, some framing, some more electrical work right there. So you're going to have a lot of access to all these different pictures in this daily log tab. I try and be clear, concise, use bullet points so that you can kind of thumb through and it's not just a whole lot of reading. So also we can go from these daily logs and go over to messages. These are going to be the specific messages between us and our clients. So you can go through and see all of the different messages that go on and on, all the way through construction, all the way to the very first day that we created this job. It's very easy to search, even keywords. Lots of times we'll be talking about a specific fixture or appliance or part of construction, and it's really easy to be able to search up one word and be able to find a thread so that we can all be on the same page. A little bit of organization here. You can have just your regular inbox. You can see what you've unread. If maybe you're a little bit behind on all of the different messages being sent. Also, you can see the things you sent. These are also good ways to be able to search specific things so that you can find old messages easily. One of the other very important sections of our job trade access that we give is the document section. Here, you're going to be able to see every signed document, whether that's the original estimate, approval of the construction plans, and then once we start construction, a very important thing that's going to be in here is any change order. So if we go over budget for something, or if the client wants to add something, as in for this, this job, they wanted to add refinishing the back staircase, which was not in the original scope. So we just sent them over a new document and they signed it. And now we have that as part of the total budget. So we've got a lot of good features that we really encourage and want our clients to use. Kind of going back over, we have the dashboard, which is a little bit of everything, budget, messages, daily logs, etc. We have the budget where you can see every single item that we purchase or credit. We have documents. This is going to be all of the different documents we have, even subcontractor approvals, things like that. Over here, we have the schedule. That's going to be updated very frequently. Daily logs, which will also show up on the dashboard. Files is very similar to documents, but that's going to be like site plans, things like that. And then messages, which again, you have on the dashboard, but definitely good for searching old stuff in that tab specifically. That's a quick look at the job trade dashboard you'll use as a Veritas client. As you can see, everything is designed to keep you informed, confident, and in control, from detailed schedules to light item budgets to real-time updates on your project. This is a part of what makes remodeling with Veritas so different. Instead of wondering what's happening or worrying where your money is going, you'll always have the answers right at your fingertips. If you'd like to experience this level of organization and peace of mind in your next remodel, we'd love to connect and show you how we can help.